Ecclesiastes chapter 2, verses 1 to 11. When you find Proverbs, the next book is Ecclesiastes. And I will read. It says, I say in my heart, come now, I will test you with mirth. Therefore enjoy pleasure. But surely this also was vanity. I said of laughter, madness, and mirth. What does it accomplish? I searched in my heart how to gratify my flesh with wine, while guiding my heart with wisdom, and how to lay hold on folly, till I might see what was good for the sons of men to do under the heavens all the days of their lives. I made my work great. I built myself houses, and planted myself vineyards. I made myself garden and orchards, and planted all kinds of fruits, trees in them. I made myself water pools, from which to water the growing trees of the grove. I acquired male and female servants, and had servants born in my house. Yes, I had great possession of herds and flock than all who were in Jerusalem before me. I also gathered myself silver and gold, and special treasures of kings and of the provinces. I acquired male and female singers, the delight of the sons of men, and musical instruments of all kinds. So I became great and excelled more than all who were before me in Jerusalem. Also my wisdom remained with me. Whatever my eye desired, I did not keep from them. I got with all my heart for any pleasure, for my heart rejoiced in all my labor, and this was my reward from all my labor. Then I looked on all the works that my hands had done, and on the labor which I had toiled, and indeed all was vanity and grasping of the wind. There was no profit under the sun. This morning I will speak of the topic, vanity. All is vanity. In the life that we live today, there is a desire to have a good life. No one in this world, not even in this church, I cannot find anybody who will say that I don't want a good life. So every day we wake up, each one of us aspires to have a life that is good, a life that is easy, a life that is fulfilling. And to achieve that good life, there are things that we see as human beings, that if I could have this, then I could have good life. Many say, number one, if I could have money, then I could have good life. If I could have money, I could pay for my needs. If I could have money, I could pay for the food. If I could have money, I could pay for the rent. If I could have money, I could buy all that I want. Therefore, money becomes one of the goals that human beings see that can be able to fulfill and give them peace. For this reason, you will do anything to find money. But money itself is insatiable. There are many people who have come to church just wanting to have that money, just wanting to have that blessing. And later on they have that blessing, and that blessing makes them so busy they can't be able again to come back to church. Money, therefore, can fulfill us. It is because of the need for money that many kill, rob people and kill them, but they can have money. It is because of money that family fights. How many times do you read in the news that one person died and the children are fighting over the inheritance? It is because of money that brothers don't speak to one another. It is because of money that some people are looked down upon to be of no use. So every day people struggle. You wake up so early to leave your house so that you can go and work and find money. Because in your mind, you say, if I can have money, then my life can be fulfilled. If I have money, I can pay for the school fees of my children. If I have money, I can have the best clothes. If I have money, I can eat all the food that I want. Another thing is power. Man wants power or authority. It is because of this need for power that every election people must die. After the results, you die because the result doesn't favor you. People go in the streets and kill one another. Even in churches today, men of God are fighting for authority. They want to become the next bishop, the next pastor, the next archbishop, and therefore if they don't have that, they will fight. It is their belief that if I can just have power, if I can just have authority, my life will become better. In our workplaces, people will fight to be promoted. They can lie about you so that you don't get the promotion. In their mind, if I can only have authority, if I can only have power, then my life will be fulfilled. Something else is the need for respect. Everybody wants to be respected. And therefore, in order to be respected, I must have something. Nobody will respect you without nothing. I must have a good house. I must have a good car. I must have a good job. I must have a presentable family. I must have a good thing so that I want people to respect me. I need to be respected. If I can only be respected, I can be very happy. Some, in their desire to fulfill the path of their heart, think that the solution is marriage. And therefore you find young men and women who are yet to be married, they are so desperate and they can do anything so that they can be married. They think that if I can be married, then I will be able to find peace. So it doesn't matter what you do to them. They'll compromise all that they can compromise. What about our pastors? Today in the church, we want to fill the church. There is a fight for numbers. Therefore, I will do anything. I will compromise on all the values so that the numbers can be full. This week, the Pope of the Catholic Church said that there is nothing wrong with a man marrying a man and a woman marrying a woman. Why? I want the numbers. I want the church to be full. I don't want to tell them the truth. Because the truth will chase them away. It's because this anger for numbers that pastors fake miracles, prophets fake things, they can attract you. That you can be full. They say, if only my church can be full, then I can have the tithe, then I can have the offering. They're trying to satisfy something else. They need to be rich. Education is another thing. We think in our mind that if I can have education, if I can have the high school education and the university education and the PhD and the masters, then my life will be satisfied. Then I can have that good job. Then people will respect me. Then I can get a promotion. Many say, if only my business will expand. If only this small business that I have, if only it will expand. This small kiosk that I own, if it will expand, then my life will become better. If only this business that I have, if I can get more customers, then my life can become better. But the question is this morning, can all these things and many more that I have mentioned, can they satisfy the heart of man? Can money, can power, can respect, will be satisfied. This is the reason why Anna was grieving. She looked at Penina, and Penina had all the children, and she had no child. She just wanted to have a child, thinking that if I will have a child, then my heart will be satisfied. But can children satisfy? Can a husband satisfy? Can a wife satisfy? Can a big house satisfy? Can a big car satisfy? Can a good job satisfy? Can the best dressing satisfy? This morning, we get the answer by one man. His name is Solomon. He writes to us, God uses him to write to us in the book of Ecclesiastes. Solomon was born in a palace. Solomon is a son of David. Solomon had the best clothes. Solomon, all his life, he lived in the palace. Solomon had servants from the day he was born to the day he died. Solomon had wives and concubines. The Bible says over 700 concubines. Solomon had power. He was the king. Solomon had wisdom. The Bible says there has been nobody clever than Solomon. He was the wisest of all men that never lived in the world. Solomon had authority. Solomon had a big house. Solomon built God the temple of gold and silver. Solomon was a rich man. He writes to us the book of Ecclesiastes. The first thing he says in Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verses 2. This is the first words of Solomon. Listen carefully. He says, vanity of vanities, says the preacher. Vanity of vanities. All is vanity. Solomon looks at all that he has. Looks at his family. Looks at his workers. Look at his wisdom. Look at his wives and concubines and soldiers. And his worldly riches. And he makes a pronunciation. He says, vanity of vanities, vanity of vanity. 4 times he says that word. 4. Vanity of vanity, vanity of vanity, vanity of vanity, vanity of vanity. All is vanity. He is not guessing. He is sure. Amen. Nothing yote ni batili. Anatazama mali yake. Anatazama nyumba wako nayo. Anatazama wafanyakazi wake. Anatazama elimu yake na hekima yake. Anatazama maisha yake, mavazi yake, dhahabu na kila kitu wako nayo. Anasema yote ni batili. Says, what profit has a man from all his labor in which he toiled under the sun? Je, ni inakuwa na msaada vipi kwa binadamu? What profit? The reason we're going to business is to make a profit. But Solomon looks at all these things. He says, what profit has a man from all his labor in which he toils under the sun? Why? Because one generation passes away, another generation comes. But if you can acquire everything, by the end of the day, you will die. Another generation will come. What profit is it? That you've worked all your life. Have you read about this? That a billionaire. Have you heard of Jacob Karume? He was a billionaire. And then he died. And then now the children are poor. Because when you die, you're not sure who comes after you will be as wise as you are. You might spend it wrongly. Solomon says, what profit is it, man? He says, the profit is what you take even after you die. Not what you live here. The profit you must go with even after you die. Now he begins to explain this thing, and I want us to be very attentive. Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verses 13. He speaks now. He says, and I set my heart to seek and search out wisdom concerning all that is under heaven. You see, I decided to research done under the heaven by the sons of men. For he says, I have seen all the works that are done under the sun, and indeed all is vanity and a grasping of the wind. Mfalme Sulemani anasema kwamba niliamua kutafuta maarifa, kutafuta hekima, kuchunguza juu ya yote ambayo yanafanyika chini ya jua. Je, ina maana gani? Anasema nimetazama yote yanayofanyika chini ya jua na nimekuja kufahamu kwamba yote ni ubatili, ni kama kuweza kushika hewa. It's like a grasping of the wind, trying to get hold of the wind. Ukishika hewa inabaki kwa mkono wako. Solomon asked, it is impossible. Verse 16 says, I commune with my heart saying, look, I have attained greatness, and I have gained more wisdom than all who are before me in Jerusalem. My heart has understood great wisdom, and I sent my wisdom to know the madness of the folly. And I perceived again, it's like grasping of the winds. Now let's go one by one. Verses chapter 2. I said in my heart, come now, I will test you with pleasure. Man works so that he can have a life of pleasure. Maana unataka kufurahia maisha. Tamaa ya kufurahisha maisha ndio maana binadamu anafanya kazi. Hakuna mtu anafanya kazi ili aweze kuteseka. Sulemani anasema nikaamua katika moyo wangu kwamba nitajaribu na raha ya dunia. But surely all that I did was vanity. Raha, tamaa ya furaha, yote ni batili. Anasema kicheko kina maana gani? I said of love and madness and of man. What does it accomplish? I set my heart on how to gratify my flesh with wine. Every evening, especially in the weekends, when you're walking through your streets, you find people taking alcohol, wine, and the restaurants taking all kinds of food. They're trying to gratify their flesh. They're trying to feel good. Therefore, they spend all their money in alcohol and wine and all these kind of things and the best food. Solomon says, even me, I tried. Verse 3 says, I set in my heart how to gratify my flesh with wine. Many people try to gratify their flesh. Say the wine, say the food, say the women, say the men. The riches try to gratify, but try to feed that flesh. Paul said, the Solomon said, I tried that also. That I might see what was good for the sons of men more than the days of their life. But again, he says, that desire, trying to gratify my flesh with wine, with alcohol, with food, with women, with men, with sex, with all this party. He says, all that again was vanity. It was like grasping of the wind. It was of no profit. It could not satisfy me. Haven't you seen the people drinking? And they can drink over and over and over, but still they are not satisfied. If wine and alcohol will gratify, then it will have a stop. That now I have had enough. But they can never really have enough because they are not really satisfied. Solomon says, nikajaribu kufurahisha nafsi yangu katika pombe, nikakunywa pombe na nikakula chakula ili niweze kujitosheleza, ili niweze kufurahisha nafsi yangu. Na nasema hata hiyo yote ilikuwa ni ubatili. Verse 4 says, I made great works. I built myself houses. So wanasema ili kujifurahisha nikaweza kujenga manyumba, si moja wala mbili, lakini manyumba nyingi na manyumba kubwa, ili kuweza kujifurahisha, so that I can be able to satisfy my flesh, so that people can fear me, so that people can respect me, so that they can be able to fear me as a king. Leo hii tamaa ya kila mtu ni kujenga nyumba. Huyu akijenga hii watakujenga zaidi yake, na ni mashindano katika manyumba. Ndugu yao akijenga hii watakujenga zaidi yake, ili uweze kujionyesha umahiri wako. Sulemani anasema basi mimi nikajenga manyumba. And I planted vineyards. I planted vineyards. I had the food I planted. So I had a big house and I planted the vineyard, trying to satisfy I made myself gardens and orchards and planted all kinds of fruit trees in there. Solomon had no problem of food. He had a big house and he had a vineyard full of fruits, and he had all kinds of trees. If you wanted any fruit, you would have heard of it, trying to gratify, trying to satisfy the hunger and the thirst in him. Because I had to say in verse 6, I made myself water pools. I had pools of water. If I was bored and the sun was too much, I just go in the pool and just want to rest, trying to gratify. And the water from the pool will go to the trees, and the trees will grow. I'm trying to gratify my flesh. I'm trying to feel good. I'm trying to have a good life. I'm trying to live an expensive life. Verse 7. I acquired male and female servants. I was too rich that I could not even do anything by myself. I had male and female servants. If I want food, they bring. If I want clothes, they bring. If I want this, they bring. If I want that, they bring. There was nothing that I lacked, trying to gratify this flesh, trying to fulfill and live a good life, an enjoyable life. He says, even in my house, I had servants born in my house. My servants were so many that they even give birth to one another in my house. I could do nothing. My children could do nothing. They were so special. Thinking that the more servants I had, the more peaceful life will become. Says, and I had great possession of herds. If you talk about cattle, herds, cows I had, goats I had, sheep I had, donkeys I had, camels I had, talk of any animal, I had all of them. In good number. He says, possession of had than all men who were in Jerusalem before me. He had more than what Abraham had. He had more than what David his father had. He had more hands than all who were in his time and before him. How rich was this man? He had more than Job had. And God gave Job more after the punishment. But Solomon had more than what Job had. Thinking that the more hands I have, the more peaceful I can become. But it's not done. Verse 8. I also gathered myself silver and gold. If you're talking of wealth, I gathered myself silver and gold and special treasures of kings and of the provinces. In fact, because Solomon was a king, and in the kingdom there were provinces, and there were countries which were under Solomon. If there was any gold found in all those provinces, they had to bring it to him. That is why when it came time of building the temple of God, he had all the gold. People brought all the gold to him. Today we are looking for gold. We are looking for silver. We are looking for servants. We are looking for herds and flock. We are looking for a house in the pool. We are looking for a place in the garden. We are looking for all the fruits of the trees. We are looking for a good house. We are looking for all the wisdom of men. We are looking for wine. We are looking for food. Solomon had all that. But it's not done. Things. When I was born, I had all these things that I was born. And I could sit down. I acquired male and female singers. The delight of the sons of men. When I was born, I wanted people to sing for me. So I hired any time I was born. Do you remember King Saul? And any time he had a problem of possession, David had to be called to sing or to play the harp to appease Saul. But Solomon, he didn't have to call them. They were hired. They were just in the palace. Anytime the king is born, they are brought in to sing for him, to make him happy. Is that not the same even here in Kenya? Do you know that man that, one man, I won't mention his name, he has some people sing for him all the time when he's born. Just to be happy. We used to have a first lady who was called Lucy Kibaki. Lucy Kibaki made sure that there was always a choir in the State House. That anytime she would feel so well, she would just call them and they would sing for him. Therefore, the choir lived in the State House. Trying to gratify, to feel happy, to live good. But so is not done. It says, and I had all the musical instruments of all kinds. If you think about musical instruments, Solomon had it. Today in our church, we have few youths because we don't have the guitar, we don't have the piano. Therefore, every youth has gone away because church is too boring. And even the others have disappeared. Because they want to dance, they want to feel good. There's no one to play the keyboard, there's no one to play the piano. It is boring for them. Solomon says, I had all kinds of musical instruments. Trying to gratify, trying to satisfy. That is happening. Where are the youths? That is too boring for them. They want to dance, they want to jump. They want to feel good. Really? Is that why God saved us to feel good? Did Jesus die that we can feel good? Was his punishment big nails on the cross of Calvary so that you can jump and dance? And therefore you don't have that when you come below the time. Solomon says, I had all the great musical instruments. It says, verse 9. So I became great and excelled more than all who were before me in Jerusalem, and my wisdom remained with me. I became great than all who were before me. Who was before him? His father, King David, was before him. But he says, I was greater than him. Why? wisdom, remain with me. Verse 10. Listen carefully. Because it's a problem of the eye. The answer is the problem of the eye. Whatever my eyes desired, I did not keep from them. If my eyes desired food, I got the food. If my eyes desired women, I got them. If my eyes desired big house, I got it. If my eyes desired silver or gold, I got it. If my eyes desired a different kingdom, I got it. If my eyes desired a new wife, I got it. If my eyes desired big instruments, I got it. Whatever you can think of, but someone says, I want to keep anything from my eyes. Question is, what do you desire? What is your desire this morning? If my eyes desire children, I got it. Anything, if my eyes desire expensive clothes, I got it. If my eye desired the priest, he kept me. If my eye desired any animal, I said, give it to me, and it was given to him. If my eye desired any queen from another country, I got it. But what says, whatever my eye desired, I don't keep from them. I did not withhold my heart from any pleasure. Any pleasure that came in my heart, I did withhold. I did not stop. Anything I wanted, I got. Anything I thought of, I got. Anything I could even smell of, I got. Myself. And this was the reward. For my heart joys in all my labor. And this was my reward from all my labor. Verse 11. Listen carefully. Verse 11. Then I looked on all the works that my hands had made, and on the labor which I had toiled, and indeed all was vanity, and grasping for the wind. There was no profit under the sun. He says, after acquiring all these things and sitting on that palace of the throne, I looked at my family, vanity. Look at my children, vanity. Look at my wives, vanity. Look at my concubines, vanity. Look at my servants, vanity. Look at my singers, vanity. Look at my houses, vanity. My cars, vanity. My riches, vanity. My treasures, vanity. My silver, vanity. My gold, vanity. My business, vanity. My kingship, vanity. My palace, vanity. The temple that I built, vanity. My princess, vanity. The priest, vanity. I look at all things that I have done. And all was vanity. Vanity means of no use, useless, worthless. They could not satisfy. They could not gratify. They could not make me happy. They could not make me happy. Now I understand the question in Mark 8 that is. The apostle Mark asked a very important question in Mark 8:38. He says, what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Solomon says it was vanity, it was worthless, it was useless, it was empty, it was a vacuum. It was of no use, it would not help me. It did not make me happy. In fact, the more I had, the more I wanted. Mark writes, what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? What is important here, brothers? Is it gaining the whole world or saving the soul? Many of us today want to gain the world. The churches have compromised. They want to be like the world. Instead of being like the world, they want to be like the world. Churches have changed everything. They have changed their singing. They have changed their dressing. They have changed their preaching. They want to be like the world. Christians have changed. They are taught of the Bible. The Bible has been very clear that gayism and lesbianism is wrong. But now, if the Pope can say, all are children of God, there's nothing wrong with that. Mark asked, what shall it profit a man if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? The question that each one of us will ask is this: is it well with my soul? It is until you answer that question that you will have peace. Is it well with your soul? Or are you still enjoying the world? Or are you still aspiring to gratify your flesh? Or are you still desiring to feel happy? Writer writes in one of the hymns, says, "Is it well with my soul?" He was a lawyer. And this lawyer was traveling with his children in the sea. And there they found a big storm. And his children died. His wife died. And all that he had died. He was left alone. But he found the confidence. And he took a pen and wrote the Salama Holy One. That is where the song came from. That having lost everything, my family, my friends, my children, it is still well with my soul because I have Jesus. I want to fill it with two men. Bible talks of two men. One is called the rich man, another one is called Lazarus. Bible said the rich man had all the wealth. He had all the food. He had a beautiful big gate at his house. And he was dressed in the best apparel. And he lived his best life on earth. He talks of Lazarus. Lazarus was a poor man. He had no food, no best clothes. In fact, all that Lazarus ate was the spoils, the remains that came from the table of the rich man. What remained after the rich man had eaten, that what Lazarus ate. This man was so poor that he had boils all over his feet. It was the dogs that kept licking up his feet. Bible says these two men died. And immediately Lazarus died. He went to the bosom of Father Abraham in heaven. And immediately the rich man died. He went straight into hell to a time of pain and sorrow. While Lazarus was enjoying and happy being with Jesus. Joshua faced with this condition. It is choose ye today who you will serve. If you want to serve the God of this world, the riches of this world, the wealth of this world, that's up to you. But he makes the pronouncement is, as for me and my house, I will serve the Lord. Nicodemus makes up a decision. Nicodemus was a wise man, he was a teacher of the law. He was a religious man, but he heard the gospel according to Jesus. And he realized there was an anger and a vacuum inside of him. And there was a need to be gratified inside. Nicodemus, the wise man, creeps in one night, for he didn't want anybody to see him going to Jesus. And he went to Jesus and told him, Rabbi, I perceive that you must be someone sent from God. What can I do to be saved? I said, you must be born again. Another wise man was called Paul, formerly Saul. This one was also a teacher, or a religious man. One day he had taken up the letter to go and punish the Christians in Damascus. And on his way to Damascus, something happened. All of a sudden he couldn't see anymore, all he saw was darkness. And he had a voice speak unto him, Saul, Saul, why thou persecuted me? And he said, Lord, who are you that I persecute? And the voice told him, I am Jesus, him thou persecuted. What happened? His life changed from that day on. Brothers and sisters, here says, I give unto you two things, life and death. Choose for yourself. This morning I have given you what the Bible wanted you to give unto you. The decision is up to you. Will you gratify your flesh on earth? Or will you make a decision where it can be well with your soul? Will you concentrate on your business or your work and never have time to seek after God? There are things that are temporary, and there is something that is permanent. Riches, temporary. Your work, temporary. Your children, temporary. Your house, temporary. Your friends, temporary. Everything else is temporary. But Jesus is permanent. He says, I give unto you eternal life. Life with no end. What will you choose this morning? I pray that if you're here and you're yet to be saved and have an assurance of that salvation, this morning you make a decision. As we sing one song, one worship song, and you're here and you say, yes, I don't have that little life bring about. I have tried so much to gratify myself, to feed my flesh, to feed my thoughts. But I've never really had time to seek your face. I ask you to come. Jesus says, come, those who labor and are heavily laden, and give them rest. Come just as you are, in your condition. Let us all stand. And just think about your life. Think about your eternity. Think about it. Do you have Jesus in your life? Or you're not sure still? Think about it and have an analyzation of everything. Think, am I saved? Have I been satisfied? Have I been washed by His blood?